Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Let's take another look at XRP, see what's going on. We're like 185 right now, pulling back in a good way here. In other words, pulling back up. That's probably the weird way to say it, but the key takeaway is that we're breaking free from our local high here, and that's a very good sign here. Essentially establishing higher highs and higher lows, generally favorable for further upside. Granted, this is all pending Bitcoin doesn't just massively dump on us, but once more, I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. So just be mindful that Trump tariff tweets are just the epitome of terrible trading, and what's kind of where we're in the middle of that right now. Okay. Having said that, though, XRP, we have some pretty large chunks, some liquidation. Geez, look at that big old chunk right there, 65 million. A lot of liquidation above the price, but it's sparse. This is kind of par for the course for XRP. It seems to be large positions spread out, but 188 is the next area of concentration there. Otherwise, obviously, we see a ton between 170 and 160 as a rough estimate. Okay, so from a macro perspective, though, we're kind of in the middle of the range. Nothing super like close, or nothing that's going to be like, okay, well, people are going to get destroyed by going this direction. It's not super terrible right now. We can see, however, a lot of liquidations leaning more towards short liquidation delta, effectively just telling us that we have a lot more shorts in play than longs. And if we take a look at open interest here, we can kind of recognize that the next area of concentration to the upside is at 195 to $2 mark. I mentioned previously wanting to short at $2 while I slept through this little high where the price action rejected off that 197, 198 area. I'm not just going to jump blindly into a short position now that we're here, right? That was a previous analysis. We got to reevaluate and see if it's still worthwhile. The key takeaway, though, is that $2 is that key resistance level for us. It was a previous support that was tested about 10 times over the course of the last 6 months. So we saw multiple reattempts. Now that we're below that, we got to presume that will be the resistance for us, okay? So simple way to understand it, it's going to take a lot of volume, a lot of, Bitcoin has to successfully remove its head from its ass to be able to get back above that $2 mark for XRP. That's the best way to describe it. Daily time frame looks terrible. I'm just going to save you the time. Every single altcoin and Bitcoin combined have terrible daily charts. There's nothing that's hidden or amazing that's going to tell us that we're going to see a shift here in momentum. What we need to see and start paying attention to is just this consistency in volume. If we can have more volume flowing into this coin in this range, then we're going to be more likely to recover. If volume starts to kind of dissipate and slowly pull back, and the price goes up, that's usually a sign of weakness, and we'll probably want to short into that. Between now and then, though, the 4-hour time frame is showing some convergences, which is fantastic. Our money flow index is high, which is great, kind of implying we have more money flowing in now than we did in the last 14 candles. So it's a very good sign. Stochastic swinging up, money flow index, once again, above the RSI, always a favorable sign. We're seeing that same quality from Bitcoin right now, too, albeit still under 50 in the RSI, so we haven't broken free from that short-term resistance. These are all good signs you want to look for. Okay, so these are trend reversal situations. Now, as far as trend reversal, though, keep this in mind. While we do have a MACD convergence and stochastic swinging up, we still have this short-term descending trend line. It's running fairly concurrent, rather, with the 20-day SMA. So me personally, until we get above that, probably not worthwhile taking a long, but on the same accord, we have broken free from our local high, and that's a very good sign. So as you can kind of see here, we retest that level about 6 or 7 times. We just broke through it. Hypothetically, we close above that in the next 15 minutes, we should be in good shape, okay? So these are all things you want to try to look for. Let's quickly identify one more thing here, Ichimoku Cloud, still not above it. So ultimately, I think a closure today above 184 would warrant a potential retest of that $2 range here in the relative near future. Just know that we haven't broken this short-term or macro descending trend. There's a lot of things going against us here. So the truth is, if you take a long position with this coin, it's going to be inherently riskier than taking a short position with any altcoin in the market right now. My goal is to hopefully see Bitcoin get closer to 80,000. Same thing with altcoins hitting their local highs, and then maybe consider shorting at that point. Between now and then, I think it's too early to short, and it potentially too late to long, depending on the coin you're trading. But either way you look at it, it is what it is, and it's just a terrible market. So don't feel like you're having. If you are having trouble, don't feel like you're alone. How about that? That's the easy way to describe it. I'm having a significant challenge the last couple months. While we're still remaining profitable as a community, the profits come and go pretty consistent, right? It's like the opportunities are difficult to find. That's all there is to it. Taking less trades more often, that's basically all there is to it. Cool. All right. That's all we got here. Thanks again so much for watching. Join us over on Twitter, Telegram, and Discord if you haven't yet already. Got some playout charts there and a lot of other important fundamental stuff there for you too. It's all there for you. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks again so much for your time. Take care.